We are Cardioid. This is Dasha. This is Tiana. This is Zach. That's Riley. I'm Lizzie.
Wow!
So yeah, this is our fourth show as a full band. Riley and I started this project as a means to deal with my emotional upheaval of a relationship and trying to make sense of life. I'm still working through that, but doing things like this really helps to let us know that we are doing the right thing, because playing music is not just about, it's not about being cool, it's about being yourself and being able to connect with other people and to connect with a group of people like you who we never get to do this with. This is so surreal for us, and we are so honored to be here. So thank you for hearing our music. Yeah. We just released the record on the whole thing on Bandcamp the other day, and we'll play a different song first that's called Man, and then we'll play Chinatown after that. Thanks. So I just wanted to say real quick, with the lyrics and melodies and anything to do with vocals, first of all, the content of what you're talking about is pretty important. And when you're singing somebody else's music, you know, along with the lyrics, I could tell you like more specific details, and then you'd be like, I don't know if I can cuss, but you would feel as angry as I did, you know, or something like that. And then also like with sound checks, or with recording, I'm like, I'm just gonna sing it like this, and then every time we play, I feel it so much, like when we play live. I don't think I've done anything that I just did in any recording or whatever. So just really forgetting about everything else that's going on and just being exactly in that moment with the song is therapeutic, cathartic, amazing, everything.
I wrote the song Chinatown right after a breakup, and a breakup that involved somebody that I was in a band with. Gazoon type. But yeah, it's just about being in a van with someone for 8 years and trying to make sense of it all. It's called Chinatown because there was another person in my life who I felt very strongly about, who was into Kung Fu, and so I named the song Chinatown after him. And the whole record has duality, so all the songs are pretty much about two people.
This explodes while everything makes its way into dead rows. Missing blows is all the feeling of mine takes control. Oh, ooh, oh, 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 out of sight. I'm taking all of the jelly in one bite. Lips are tight. Too many humans in one bedroom at night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm out to realize. I'm out to realize. They're listening in on the gossip of their peers. It's been years. $1 million of writing on your fears. Years, oh, oh, oh. Every little thing is about you. Every little thing is about you. No, no, no. Oh. Every little thing is about you. Every little thing is about you. Cool. Thank you. That's good.
Well, so Riley was playing in another band, and I was playing in another band, and we were just kind of working on this on the side, and then we both were no longer with those projects and wanted to just do something that felt natural and fun and drama-free. And so we made the record, and then it felt natural to then play the songs. And then it felt natural to add more people, and here we are now, just trying to take a different approach to music industry.
That we were already all really good friends before this band, and as a recording project, it started with Lizzie telling me one day that I mean, because she's a keyboard player, vocalist, and I didn't even know that she played guitar at all. And when she started writing this stuff on guitar, she's like, I'm writing some songs on guitar. I'm like, well, wow, what does that sound like? And we, and at first, she was not a guitar player, and but at the same time, I remember, I think the first song that you played for me was Chinatown, and it starts out with a very simple chord progression, so I'm like, okay, this is cool, But then there's a couple of tricky turnarounds in the song, and and that caught my ear, and I was like, oh, okay, so she can't play guitar, but she can play guitar. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So we just started, in between tours with our other groups, we started just slowly putting these songs together, and it was kind of an interesting process, because a lot of the times it would be recorded in chunks and then edited down to what it was later. A couple of the songs were recorded live in my studio, my house. We had Dasha playing bass on one of them. And those were really cool. Those were fun to do because nobody, doing three people at the same time, and nobody really is quite sure how the song goes yet, but we're kind of feeling it out together, and we ended up getting, really, really cool results that we couldn't have got if we'd recorded it in another way. We brought Zach in on a couple of songs, and
He played on Chinatown?
He played on Chinatown. He plays the main guitar part on there, and he did a really cool guitar part on the chorus of a song called Rainbow Road. And Tiana's just been around the whole time, and we just kind of I can't remember exactly when we decided to make it a full-on project, but everything has happened very naturally. Nothing's been forced about it, which has been cool. Like, when I started working with Lizzie on the songs, I didn't really necessarily think that what we were doing would ever come out at all. So, the fact that we're here and we're on tour and we're and especially like playing for you guys is beyond what happened today is beyond anything that I could have ever imagined for it. I could have imagined playing in clubs and bars or whatever, but I didn't think we'd ever get that kind of response. So it's like, it's all pretty surreal how it's happened naturally.
Yeah. And I think like typically influences are good, but there's also bad. And I think that Riley and I think probably Dasha as well, touring can take it completely out of you. You fight with people that you love, and it's really hard. So you have to have a good balance, and I think we have found that. We will see in the future. But I think that the experiences, particularly that Riley and I went through right before we finally finished this, were bad influences, were things that were kind of like, I don't know, made me think this is how the music industry is, and now I feel like I kind of want to change that, at least my perspective on that. And coming here and being able to work with you guys is such a huge part of that change, and the fulfillment from it supersedes playing at a club and getting paid and whatever. It's just not about that anymore. Yeah, I don't know if that answers the question, but
Yeah, that's good. That's all we need.
cool. Yeah, so the name of the band is Cardioid, which by definition it comes from Greek, and it means heart. And cardioid, how we define it is heart-shaped pattern. It's a three-dimensional pattern, and it's pretty much a heart. But based on not just this group, but like pretty much how I write in general, everything is very emo, heart on my sleeve type stuff. It's earnest. So it just seemed really fitting to name the band after what I write about. It's heart-shaped rock is what we're calling it. And on this tour, so far, pretty much everybody has gone into a gem store of some kind and has found these heart-shaped rocks. I don't know if you've ever found them before, but throughout this tour, and it just is a testament to feeling like you're doing the right thing. And like Riley was saying earlier, this has happened so organically and without pressure, without pushing anybody, and we will continue to do so, and hopefully we will collect them all.
The other thing about the name, it's cardioid is also a very common microphone pattern in recording, and you know, maybe even this one. I can't tell, but it's so we thought that was pretty cool how it had the two meanings like that. It kind of plays into the duality that seems to run through the themes of the song. So we thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
I remember there was some debate about it, because like she originally had the idea and I was like, that's cool, I really like that. And then we were a little wishy-washy on it for a while, but I always was like, we could never think of anything that was as cool. So we just came back to it and just kind of agreed that it was pretty rad. And we don't think anybody else has taken the name. And so there you go.
Maybe some like electronic groups from
Like Latvian
yes,
dance pop.
yeah.
We're just gonna have to
Speed love.
get more popular.
Good time is speed lovey.